Hello, so today I'm going to be talking, I know how, there's basically no tutorial videos for, the CV1, right? Throwing an Echo VR because the Quest is a new thing and I wanted to do that all for you. So today, I'm going to be talking about how to throw better on CV1, faster and more accurate. I know most CV1 players are good, but I know some CV1 players have issues on their throwing, and I just made this video to help out a little bit for people who might have just also gotten their CV1.
17.7.
So, basically, I'm going to first talk about throwing styles. Throwing styles are basically what determines where your throw is going to go and how fast it's going to be. For example, if I shoot a sidearm, it might be faster than an overarm. See? 18 with ease. If I throw an overarm, it might be faster than the sidearm, which it usually isn't because it's a sidearm. You get it.
16.9.
Only 16. You can determine your speed and accuracy. Basically, I'm going to talk about all the different throwing styles, right? So first up, let's talk about the overarm. The overarm, you just want to bring it behind your head and flick it downwards like that. So
15.9.
basically, for throws like this, you want to have your wrist cocked back at all times, and then at the end of your throw, just snap it.
15.9.
So something like this. Ready?
17.5.
Just flick it. Ready? Alright, next up, I'm going to talk about the baseball throw. Sorry. The baseball throw, it's good for more to the side shots, like half courts, I think, personally. It's a great shot, though. I love it. It's, awesome. It's good for accuracy, in my opinion.
17.9.
As you can see. Did that go in? I couldn't tell or not. But anyways, it's really great for accuracy in my opinion, and just hitting dead spots on. I'm
17.9.
gonna talk about, okay, I have to tell you how to do it first. So basically what you wanna do is, you wanna flick it like this. You wanna start diagonal, right? You wanna start with your arm diagonal like this.
17.6.
Right? And you want to have to still have your wrist cocked back until the end of your throw, where you just, right about the end, where you just snap it.
17.3.
Right? Alright? Next up, I'm going to talk about the sidearm. So some people like, for sidearm,
16.2.
some people like to release farther out from their body. Like this.
12.8.
Kind of like outwards more. Some people say
17.1.
I think that's a good way for accuracy. I wouldn't say it's speed, though. I like to release on a straight aerial for all my throws.
17.6.
Like that. Okay? So
18.1.
basically, a sidearm, it's good for,
15.6.
I'm just being really bad right now.
14.1. 18.3.
So basically, start with your arm, side to your body. Bring it forwards, and, right near the end of your throw, end your flick. So, this.
16.3.
I just hate sidearm with a burning passion. Sidearm is fucking horrible. I hate it. Anyways, next up, we're going to talk about the overarm, and then we're going to talk about the parallel flick and the CV1 flick. I know most people know about the CV1 flick, but I don't know most people know about the parallel flick, which is a really good flick. Alright, so next up, underarm. It's a good shot, depending on where you are and how your what basically area you're in. So next, what I'm going to recommend is you what's it called? Fuck me in the ass. Basically, with overall, I really hate underarms because they're just bad. Only time I ever use an underarm is when I'm coming down here, like this.
18.6.
That's the only. Oh, that was a 19 too. But that's really the only shot it's good for, in my opinion. But basically, you want to start with your hand. What you want to flick upwards. Well, this isn't a shot. You don't need to slap your wrist for. It's literally just hold your arm behind your back.
17.3.
Flick it like that. I hate. No, sorry, it's on. Hate.
15.7.
What's it called?
16.8.
Fucking underarm. It's horrible.
14.6.
Underarm is bad.
17.4.
Anyways, next, that's really it for the normal throwing styles. Now I'm going to be talking about the flicks. So I'm going to talk about the CV1 flick first, and then I'm going to talk about the parent flick, which you guys might not know. CV1 flick, there's 3 ways I know of that you do. So for example, you start off with a flat like that.
16.4.
So basically you hold it,
17.3.
do that. It's kind of a simple shot actually. Next up you have the like normal CV1 flick, like the one you flick out
15.2.
So kind of like a fan, like a Japanese fanning motion.
11.1.
Like that. It's pretty good if you do it right. So like
16.9.
like that. You can get some pretty good speeds off it if you do it right.
17.5.
It's really good for just fast clears if you don't know what to do, or when you don't know what to do stuff. Next up, I'm going to talk about the parent flick, which you guent might not know. Parent flick. I know people don't tell you to throw like a frisbee, which it's not exactly what the parent flick is, but it kind of is. I like to call it the frisbee flick sometimes. But basically, instead of like throwing it like a frisbee like that, which you can do actually, it would work. It just wouldn't be as good as the original parent flick. Kind of just basically like this, just
17.8.
flick it. I wouldn't say it's the best for accuracy, but it's definitely good for speed.
14.9.
It can be good for just quick, need to get it out clears.
17.5.
Now you can't. Now the way I don't know, the second one that I did, the first one that I mentioned there, where you go like this.
17.3.
I like to call that the frisbee flick, because it's more of a frisbee toss than the parent flick. Actually, in my opinion, parent flick is just a normal, flick.
17.2.
The actual frisbee flick is, throwing it like a frisbee.
15.4.
Like that. It's really good. Yeah, I go over, that's pretty much it for throwing styles and flicks. Next up, I'm going to talk about, what's it called? Throwing settings.
17.7.
I'm going to recommend you guys some throwing settings that you can try.
17.3.
It'd be good, but I'm just going to tell you some that you can
17.5.
Try the, so I'm going to tell you, go into settings, right? I can tell you 17.5, 14, and 45, without the wrist angle, actually. These are jaywalker settings without the wrist angle. I don't like having no wrist angle because for some reason my controllers are glitched.
15.5.
And they give me negative wrist speed. Also, the disc just goes through my hand more.
16.2.
0 wrist angle. Next up, the 17.5 and 17.5, and then there is 17.5 and 7.5. Those are all some pretty good settings, in my opinion. Next up, I'm going to talk about the, what's it called?
17.5.
Next up, I'm going to talk about, fucking hell, what's it called? Next up, I forgot what it's, give me a moment. Okay, next up I'm going to go over some training exercises for your throwing accuracy and speed. Now this is what Venom did. Oh, my fucking strap just fell out. Jesus, I need a new controller, yo. This is fucking bullshit. Sometimes, for people wondering why I'm not editing this out, I don't know how to edit. So fun, Anyways, yeah, I'm going to talk about some throwing drills. So, what I like to do for my throwing drills is I like to aim for, like, these lines right here. You don't aim for the hexagons, but I like to aim for the lines. You can just aim, go back and forth
17.8.
like that, just by trying to shoot straight. Try different throwing motions.
17.4.
Try and throw as straight as you can. You want the disc to come back to you. You don't want to have to chase after the disc. Next, so
17.7.
Just try and throw it as straight as you can. Right. So this is just a pretty good training drill for it. Here's another way to train your accuracy. I think this is a good one. Basically, you just want to throw the disc.
16.3.
Throw it out. Right. Now get your personal disc, and this is a good way to practice passing and accuracy. Take your personal disc and just
17.8.
try and pass to the actual disc. And once you pass the actual disc, throw the
16.9.
Throw the actual disc out again. Get your personal disc and just go for a pass again. Right. Once you do that, you got the other disc and you try to go for a what the? Try to go
13.1.
for a pass again. I just miserably failed at that. So you want to go for another?
15.8.
Does not have to be spot on. Is that in? No way. No way. No way. Oh no. Anyways, next up, that's pretty much my 2 drills that I like to do for my training. I don't know. You can do also some 3-pointer drills. Just take 3-pointers from
17.1.
different areas.
17.3.
I know this tutorial may not have been as good as some of the other ones.
17.6.
But those are for quests. This is one of the first ones that I've I've never heard of someone making a throwing tutorial for CV1 originally.
17.3.
I don't know. Have you guys?
16.8.
I've never seen a good one, at least from what I've heard. And before you say Klex's video is one, it isn't. It was aimed towards quest players.
17.7.
Anyways, that's really all I have to say here. I hope you guys have a great day. And bam.
17.3.
See ya. Made by Fearless.Dash.